Marble. So good morning, guys. It is relatively early Sunday morning, and I'm up because we are heading to CDF Expo, Celiac Disease Convention, that I've been planning on going to for a while, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be on stage doing a Q&A and speaking a little bit, and I'm also going to be meeting some of you guys who come to the convention, which I'm excited about. I'm honestly really excited. I feel like this is a really cool event that I got myself involved in because of my history with this event. I went to this event like so many years ago when I had just learned I had celiac disease because there was really nothing else to do, and it was the only convention like it. So it's very cool to come back and share my experiences and whatnot. So I'm very excited. I will absolutely be bringing you with me. Jen is going to be coming too. My mom's going to be coming. My sister's going to be coming. So it'll be a nice, fun day. We're going to the Pasadena Convention Center. A little nervous, actually, to be in front of people, but you know, whatever. I'll just weird it up. All right, we're arriving at the convention center right now. Trying to park. I don't ever remember being here. I was so young when I was here last, or maybe it was never here, but it's cool. We're in Pasadena, and it's kind of lit. You can go. You're welcome. I just let a gluten-free car go ahead of me. Oh, it's bright. We're looking for Hall B, which is the National Education something, gluten-free something. I'm so happy that I know the name of the event that I'm going to right now. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's very big, so it shouldn't be hard to find.
Chocolate is huge. It's basically a Biebs concert over here.
I think the Biebs was driving behind us, right? I think he was driving behind us. He was driving like a 2003 Escalade. That was definitely Biebs.
He was like 70 at point.
Yeah, that's who he is, right? But there's like a graduation going on.
Yeah.
What are people graduating? It's May. Oh, I guess that's graduation time. But it's May 1st.
I just meant that it was early in the morning.
Oh.
For a graduation.
It's early in life. Okay, that's not Hall B. That's graduation. We're already lost. Wait.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How are you?
How you doing? So we made a couple friends already, but I guess that is where I'm going to be for the Q&A, and we're going to start in just a few minutes. We're kind of keeping an eye out for my mom. I don't know where she is. She's supposed to be here somewhere. I imagine she's the one with like 10 bags of food. All right, I'm going to go on stage now, talk to the peeps. How's it going?
If you want to hang out with Julian Solomita, we're going to do a live Q&A in just 2 minutes at the stage at the back of the expo hall. Please help me welcome YouTube vlogger Julian Solomita. So we will start off with the very simple question of when were you diagnosed with celiac disease? If you could talk a little bit about your diagnosis story.
I was 15 when I was diagnosed. Wow, that's loud. I remember when we saw the doctor who diagnosed me, it was like let's just try this. It's definitely not going to be this. We'll test you for it. I'm almost positive it's not going to be celiac. Nobody gets that, and it was. And you know, that was almost, 8-9 years ago, something like that. And at the time, it was like, you couldn't find anything. It was a whole shock to my diet and the way I had to live and eat. So it was pretty nuts. I basically didn't eat out. Like, if I was going out with my friends, I ate beforehand. I always made sure I had like snacks, and I just planned on never eating out because it was impossible. It was impossible to get food, and then you felt like you were causing a scene every time you were at a restaurant, and you didn't want to do that. So you're just like, yeah, I just ate at home.
So how would you say your life changed?
So proud. Mom made it happen. Mom
The difficulties, but I know since you've been diagnosed, a lot has changed in the world, in the gluten-free world.
Look at this. There's so many options everywhere. I never actually thought it was going to get this big. I never thought it was going to be this easy to eat gluten-free. And you know, I always talk about how it's a good thing and a bad thing that it's so popular. It's a great thing because look at all the options around us, and you can eat so many places now, and people know what it is. And I would say the bad part is a lot of people don't take it seriously because it's also kind of a fad diet. If you have celiac disease, you need to stand for that and, make people understand that it is a serious thing.
You obviously have an awesome audience, super supportive, super interactive.
I guess the nature of vlogging or the types of videos I make is transparency. Like, you guys who watch my videos, you kind of understand most of what goes on in my life. And I realized, a couple people responded with comments saying they have celiac disease, and I realized, I kind of have a duty here to talk about it because, when I was 15, I didn't have that. I just want to be something that other people can use, like a tool to navigate this whole world with celiac disease. I just feel like, and it's not something I ever look at as anything besides like I enjoy doing it. I really want to help as much as I possibly can, and I feel like I kind of can now, which is awesome. So
it's always wonderful looking at your comments and seeing people from all over the world that just feel so appreciative, because there's not a lot of people out there that are publicly talking about celiac disease. So to have somebody that you can connect with, that you already love and look up to, that can actually speak freely about their diagnosis is so helpful. So we're definitely grateful for that. What do you think is the hardest thing about having celiac disease right now?
I would say traveling. You go to a place and you're surprised with how amazing it is. Like, I've been to Australia a few times and they're incredible. There's gluten-free things everywhere. But then I recently went to Tennessee and I was like, all right, kind of beans and rice the whole time. And people, I don't even mention it because I'm almost positive that they're just going to look at me weird. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So, it's always kind of like a wild card. Like, you don't know how a certain situation you put yourself in is going to receive it.
Anything, because this is the 10th year. Do we want to take a couple questions from you guys?
Who's your favorite mother?
She asked if I ever got depressed when I got diagnosed. Like, I look back on that time and a lot of it was like, more often than not, I would just choose to be hungry because it was just easier.
What has been the best thing that has come out of you having celiac disease?
This is a really, really awesome thing that I feel like I get to do, whether it's a meetup, a Twitter thing, or coming to the convention, meeting you guys, fielding comments about celiac disease. All of the above is something I look at as a really, really positive thing that I'm like happy I get to do. My mom has been one of the like hugest tools I could have ever had. Like, she takes me, when we were growing up and going out to restaurants, she would take me out even when I didn't want to go out, because she was like, no, we're gonna find something. I'll talk to the chef. She'll barrage into the kitchen at the restaurant, and I'm like, whatever, thank you. But
I'm curious, if you're comfortable, raise your hand if you have celiac disease or gluten sensitivity.
this is like the most celiacs I feel like I've ever been in a room with. It's like a special family. This is really cool.
Your mom has had a relationship with us for many, many years.
They had known about my mom long before we had worked together because she made herself known, it was so huge.
I guess this is more of a question for your mom. To like differentiate the diets when you like had to make meals at home or whatever.
There was no, because of the high sensitivity, I used to try to make 2 pastas because the food was so much more, it's more expensive now.
We had a regular toaster.
Yeah, we had
Gluten-free soy sauce, regular soy sauce. Julian still carries around his soy sauce in a 5-hour energy bottle.
Thanks, Mom. So it was no gluten-free cakewalk, if you know what I mean. Thank you so much. I saved that one for today. Give me something.
Is it easier just because you guys have that restriction? Is it easier just because you guys are doing it?
Yeah, that's a good question. So she was asking, because Jenna, my girlfriend, is vegan, how does it affect your diet? How does it affect your eating habits, and vice versa for her? I think, if anything, it makes it easier, because I'm with someone who's in tune with their diet almost as much as I am. Because being a vegan is intense. Like, you have to really monitor what you're eating all the time. And so when I met her and I explained this to her, she was the most understanding person I could have ever hoped I would have ever met, because she knows what it's like. Cooking together, eating together, going on trips together and eating similar stuff. She's helped me make my diet a lot more plant-based, which has helped me immensely, and I feel a lot better. Like, I could easily be dating someone who's like eating Burger King every day and just doesn't get it. And they're like, just do your thing. And that sounds like a real kind of crappy reality. So I feel really lucky to have someone who not only understands it, but in a sense kind of lives it a similar reality. And it does make it easier for both of us. I understand her stuff and she understands what I go through. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for coming out, everyone. Thank you so much. It's always going to be something I prioritize. So the fact that anyone showed up, let alone all you guys, it means a lot to me. So thank you so much. And if you want to go get a hug, a gluten-free hug, I will be over there right now.
Are you proud
I'm so proud. I'm proud of you both. And you.
I did good too.
We're proud of you.
I did good.
All right, we just finished the Q&A. It was dope. Jenna filmed it for me. My mom talked a little bit. It was awesome. I'm blown away that anyone came out. But now they're all over there waiting to hug me, so I'm gonna go hug them and show them some love. Oh, thank you. It was really cool. I also want to go to the Tito's booth and get some vodka. Bianca is in the vlog. She wanted to say hi.
Hi.
She got a Star Wars Pez. Look at this. Chewie. I got Chewie Pez. And Jenna got Yoda.
No, but seriously, when I was shooting you, it's the back of Bianca's head, like the entire.
So they know your head.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
my
that-
head's
yeah.
literally in there.
All right, so I met my friend named Erica, who wrote this book. She's a gluten-free blogger, and her website is Celiac and the Beast. This is your book. It's an incredibly nice-looking book, but it's a humorous take on celiac disease, which I really appreciate. I think that's awesome. So you do like signings and stuff. You go around the country.
I do. I go across the country and talk about gluten-free 101, talk about pooping pants, which, you know,
You gotta talk.
celiacs
Someone's
go
gotta
through.
talk about it.
Someone's got to talk about it.
I'm gonna
So, yeah.
put your website and blog below. This is really cool. So it was nice to meet
It's
you.
very nice of you. Thank you.
Of course.
It was great meeting
Yeah,
you.
you too.
Great. Thank you.
The event went amazing. Everyone who came out is awesome. Jenna's awesome. Everyone's awesome. It was a dope event. I'm really happy we did it, and like I'm just happy that we made it happen. So we're gonna drop our bags off in the car and potentially put the drone up. I don't know. Wow, hello! I missed you! I missed you, Ouija. Did you miss me? We were gone all day. I was at a celiac convention. What were you doing with your time? Were you making use of your time?